Let's talk about the setup when doing weightlifting movements. The setup is a key and crucial component in all of your weightlifting movements. If the setup is flawed, the chance of the rest of the lift being flawed are going to increase dramatically. The first thing I want to talk about is every time you approach the barbell and set up on the barbell, it should be the exact same. If we watch other sports, basketball for example is great. Would you ever see an athlete change their free throw, the way they set up for a free throw? I don't think so. For me, my shot's been the same exact for years. 2 dribbles on the right, spin it on the left, get my hand lined up, and I shoot. Every single time I do the same exact routine. I would never change that, especially weightlifting. It's gonna be even more so because we have to take out the tension in the bar. That leads me to the first point. I often see athletes who don't take the tension out of the bar when they get set up. To take tension out of the bar, you have to begin pulling on the barbell before you pull it off the floor. You have to pull yourself into a good position and you have to begin to take the tension out before you lift the bar. So let's say it takes 100% effort for you to pull the bar off the ground. You need to be putting 10 to 20% of your effort just to take the tension out. Some bars actually make almost a clicking sound when you take the tension out of the bar. So if you're lifting and you begin your first pull and your first pull is loud, or how about this, if your first pull is not silent lifting off the floor, the chances of you having taken tension out of the bar are a lot less than if the bar was completely silent. The second point I want to talk about is eye positioning. If you're Olympic weightlifting, you want to keep your eyes straight ahead. Find a target on the other side of the wall and keep it there the entire time. Keep your eyesight there. Do not move it. With weightlifting, we're going fast. Our body, all of our joints are moving in different positions. We want to keep our eyes in the same position, looking at the same target for some consistency. Powerlifting is going to be a little different. So if you're doing your first pull off the floor, I prefer to have a neutral spine position. So that means my eyes are just going to be looking a little bit down. But it's not because my head is looking down, it's just where my natural position is based on my hip hinge. I want to have my thoracic spine and my cervical spine be in alignment. If my head is up, then I'm also still braking at the spine. With weightlifting, it's not as big of a deal because we are moving sub-maximal loads at a fast speed. And again, we want to make sure we have that consistency of head position. Powerlifting, it doesn't matter so much. We're lifting maximal load. So for me, it's more important for me to have that spine that's aligned. The last key component of your setup is just take your time. It doesn't take that long to get set up. But a lot of people rush it. People want to get it done fast. People want to get through their working sets to go on to the next movement. Take your time. Again, if you work that start position, your first pull is going to be better. If your first pull is better, your second pull is going to be better. If your second pull is going to be better, your third pull will be better. It all starts from the setup.